about a week ago now, Motor Trend and Dodge hit me up and they're like, hey, do you want to participate in the iconic Roadkill Nights powered by Dodge? And of course, I said yes. Now this year the format is very different. Instead of giving people cars to just modify to make them go faster down the drag strip, they're actually giving us a crate engine package and 10 grand to do whatever Dodge or Plymouth chassis that we want to transform into a drag car and see who can be the fastest and take home the win. We actually just picked up the chassis that we're going to be dropping our crate engine package into. I'm about to go see it for the very first time. I got it, not seeing it in person. Marco went down there and picked up the car for me in St. Pete and just brought it here. To me, I think this is the wildest, coolest looking car that I've ever seen. And this is also gonna be my very first drag car and drag racing experience. There's a whole lot to learn in the next 3 weeks. I'm excited for the challenge. Hopefully we can pull it off. Let's get the trailer keys. After I show you guys the car, I'll tell you more about the engine package and the transmission that we're going to be getting and the full game plan for this build. But I need to see the car first to evaluate where we're at, what the car needs, and then we'll go from there. Oh my gosh! Wow! Here she is! This is my 1962 Dodge Lancer GT.
God damn! Holy crap!
Nick hasn't seen it either. We're both seeing it for the very first time right now.
This is sick.
Wow. Look at her.
Dang, what the heck? This is like a race car. Wow. Look at all that.
Holy
It's got wires in it.
crap.
It's got Lexan windows. It's got the wireframe.
So it's full Lexan, full aluminum interior, full custom chassis.
Bro.
This is the real thing.
What is this? This is crazy.
This is the real thing. Before I found this car, I was looking pretty much every single day for about a week and this came up. I'd never even heard of a Dodge Lancer before. Have you?
Nope, never even seen one, heard of one.
Never seen one, never heard one, and the photos just grabbed me. I started looking more into it, and to me this is one of the coolest old Dodge cars I think that were ever made. The body lines are so insane. To me it looks very like, the body stock is very Japanese Boso style. You know when they do that like crazy body work on it? That's the vibes that I'm getting, and I just think it's so unique. It's bright, it's built really, really well. There's a bunch of stuff that we need to finalize and iron out, but in seeing this, I thought it'd be the perfect platform to take into competition in 3 weeks. Imagine 3 weeks
again. That's it.
Again, here we are. Remember how I was like, after the Corvette, I was like, let's not do this again. And then after the 3-rotor, I was like, let's not do this again. And then
now we're here.
Now we're here.
What the heck?
Hey, baby, Mopar, baby.
Holy crap.
Previous owner, his name is Bill. We're still gonna keep him involved with this car. And this, it's a Mopar engine, a 493 something. I know nothing about Mopars. So Bill said this is a Mopar 493 iron mega block. I don't know anything about this stuff. Very, very different, very new to us. We're going to be swapping the engine, but I think it was so cool that it came with this. And this is like fully built, tons of crazy stuff done to it. You know where they like seal some of the water passageway in like where they concrete parts of the block? I think that's done. We gotta have a whole sit down with Bill, and he sent a bunch of stuff and information with this car that I just haven't gone through yet because we are seeing everything for the first time now. I'm really excited to transform this thing in the next 3 weeks and actually get behind the wheel. So this entire car was built by Bill and his son in like a 1-car garage.
They did great. Like, this doesn't look like a home car garage built car.
I know! The whole front has been transformed to an A-arm setup with coilover conversions. There's rack and pinion setup done to it. Like all the little things that you need to do to really transform an older car into like a full-blown drag car have been done. There's 4-link suspension in the rear as well as a Dana rear. There's disc brakes all around the car. Like all of the major things have been done. And obviously full custom chassis, full aluminum interior, Lexan windows. That hood is a custom fiberglass hood that he made from the original steel hood that he gave us as well. All of the things that are so time consuming that we just wouldn't have time to do ourselves in 3 weeks have been done. So this to me is like such an amazing platform to build on top of. Bill was really excited to see this car actually get running. He was not able to finish this car due to an illness that came up, and I'm really excited to get this car running and have him see it when it's all done. I was looking at a few other older chassis as well. At one point I really wanted to build on a Barracuda, but we just don't have the time. 3 weeks to do everything that you need to do properly to an older car to get it to perform how we want it to on the drag strip was just not going to be possible. There are rules, and there's no rules about getting a car that was already starting to be built and just not finished with the swap that we're going to be doing. So our approach for this competition is definitely a little bit different. It might be overkill, but it's going to be a challenge, and when I saw this car, I completely fell in love. This car is so cool.
Yeah, this thing's nuts.
Tugged rear, so that we can fit some, I don't even know, I think these are 1432s?
They're huge.
Maybe.
They're so big.
Big girl tires.
32 by 14.
32 by 14?
Yeah.
Yep. Big tires is super crucial just because it's not going to be a fully prepped drag strip. We're going to be doing the races on the road. So bigger the tire, the more power we can put down. The rear fender body line is like one of my favorite parts. It was so cool.
Is there a fuel tank in this?
Oh, no. That's one of the other things. The car is missing fuel, everything. So like a full fuel system is what the car needs. So we're gonna probably end up doing fuel cell in the rear, running all the lines.
Look at all that.
Look at all that.
Got big shocks.
Big shocks, Dana rear. It said this rear end should be able to handle like 1200 no problem.
I think we're good.
No problem.
I know it has like strange axles in it.
Yep.
And it's all QA1 it looks like for the traction arms and all that.
Has all the shielding for the drive shaft
Mm-hmm.
as well. It's up there since it's full aluminum.
This thing's crazy.
Then we going drag racing, baby.
Look how big these are. Bro.
Yeah, we thought my 305s were big.
These things are nuts.
Yeah.
God dang.
And I think we could fit slightly, no, it's not slightly bigger. There's not room.
Probably not.
No.
This
is for a parachute, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
It's got the handle inside for the cage and all that too.
I don't know these things yet. Parachute, what?
I don't know a whole lot about it either.
What? We learn together, Nick.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn here. Wow.
Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah, that's super sick. It's already done. And it's done pretty well.
So I know the let sand for this side had to be finished. So the passenger side needs the let sand and the door finished. There's boxes of parts that we gotta go through as well. Bill mentioned this was 19 years of his life getting this car to this point. So I'm excited that we ended up with it. We're gonna document everything on the channel for him to check out as well, and hopefully even have him around for the very first passes that we do in it, but a lot of work to be done before then.
Oh my god!
Look at her!
What is this thing? It looks crazy. It's got such weird body lines all over it.
It's so weird and unique. Like,
that's a pretty. I like that part.
I know the rear
This is
wide body
so
line
cool, yeah.
is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And even how they like follow through to the back.
Yeah. What year? This is the 60s?
1962.
62. So it's early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of gives it like that 50 styling also.
And the front is so aggressive too. See how the front kind of dips over, and that's very like Japanese Boso style. Man. Wow.
Hey, that's so crazy. What the heck?
I'm so glad this worked out. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, shout out to Bill.
Shout out to Bill. I can't wait to get this car running. You're gonna fit right in. So the car already came with an engine and transmission in it. It's a 493 iron Meta block, and it's had a bunch of stuff done to it. So I'm debating kind of what to do with this, maybe save it for a later project, because obviously we're swapping in our Hell Crate engine package into the Dodge Lancer GT, but it is pretty cool that it came with a built engine and transmission. Now, so I've never heard of the transmission either. It's called a Torque Flight, and it's actually an automatic Chrysler transmission that he rebuilt and sort of souped up and paired with this PPP air shifter. Bill also gave us lots of parts that come with this car. We have the rear brakes here. We have all the material to do the Lexan and the aluminum panel on the passenger side door, so we still have to do that. This is our trans tunnel cover. We have our wheelie bar right there. There's a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna go through all these boxes, see what we have, and then we need to hit the drawing board and make a game plan, because we have very limited time, as I've said. And although there is so much done to this that's put us in a much better position to tackle this project, there's still a lot that we gotta do. And we don't even have our engine yet. So I really just wanna make a game plan, see how much we can tackle in the next week before our engine and transmission gets here. And yeah, just make some sort of plan of attack. But first, we're gonna see what we got in all these boxes. All of our notes. I was wondering where these are going to be. All of our notes about the car, documentation. This is so awesome. Mopar books. Literally all the information about all the engine work, all the different parts that are on the car. Thank you, Bill. You don't get this when you buy drift cars from kids these days. Trans blanket. That's nice. I can't get over this. Bill is the man. You don't get this. Look at this organization. I am so happy I got this car. Dude, so good. Bill's the type of guy that you want to buy a car from. That's all I have to say. This is also another sign that you want to buy a car from someone when they use proper wiring connectors. And ironically, I need this exact one. It's an inline fuse connector to wire in your own material. And we actually need this for the 300 car, so thank you. Okay, so these are the rear brakes. The front brakes are on the car, the rears are not yet. I'm assuming this is the bracket that goes onto the car. And from there we can mount everything off of. Look how shiny. That's awesome. And we have all of our hardline material and softline already. Dude, so good. Brake pads. All right, it's the next day. I spent pretty much all of yesterday just trying to figure out all the different things that we're going to need, which it's very cute that I thought it could all fit on here, because no, I went in the office and continued to make lists for the rest of the entire day, but thankfully I have some amazing partners that I'm working with on this car, so I know we're going to be able to get it done. Between Holley Performance, between eBay Motors, and between D-Schwartz, I'm going to be able to get everything that I need sorted out. So like I said, I have many more pages and pages of a list that I made that's in the office, but this is a good sort of higher level overview here. Now, D-Schwartz is who we're gonna be working with for the entire fuel system. The only thing that's not gonna be D-Schwartz is the fuel cell itself, and then our Ignite Racing fuel, obviously, we're gonna be putting that in the car, which is awesome. 3 rotors on that fuel. My C6 Corvette is on that fuel, and now the Dodge Lancer GT is gonna be on Ignite Racing fuel. So, fuel system, pretty much going to be covered with D-Schwartz. Holley Performance actually makes engine mounts and trans mounts that I'm hoping we can utilize and modify a bit. Holley actually makes a bunch of entire swap kits for A-bodies, E-bodies, all the old cars that people are swapping newer Hemis into. Holley also has some headers that are hopefully going to work for the car. So pretty much everything outside of getting our fuel system set up from D-Schwartz and all of our parts that we can get from Holley Performance, everything else I'm going to be doing and finding on eBay Motors. Which is nice because there's just a bunch of different automotive sellers on there. I've actually already found some OEM pieces that are missing from this car from eBay Motors, so there's a lot, guys. There's a lot that needs to go into this. I'm just really excited to finally tell you guys about this car. Let me know what you guys think of the new whip in the comments below. Wish us luck, and this is officially the start of our journey to Roadkill Nights.